Good morning to all of you. Today is Friday, April 5th, and here in Utah it's windy. It seems like tomorrow is going to rain. But this is my day 14. I couldn't find any load that were paying at least decent, so I am at home. Guys, this is going to be a quick video. This is something that is very concerning to me about our equipment being damaged by forklift drivers.
Last time I went to get it fixed, Great Dane here in Utah. They did a really bad job. I think the welder didn't know how to weld. He just put some, like, it looked like a dog shit. So I'm gonna try here with utility and see what they say. And I'll talk to those guys and see what I want to find out if they are professionals. We will see.
But I was looking on YouTube trying to find out if someone at least made a video about it, but I couldn't find any. So I decided to make a video about this situation, about this reefer. In 2017, late 2017, I paid $76,000, which is very expensive for an equipment, right? Especially for a box, just trailer, $76,000, new from Great Dane. This is to me, this is my Mercedes, my BMW. Basically, I take care, like, my life depends on it, and to be honest, it does. Because if I don't have my reefer, I won't be able to make money. I won't be able to support my family. I won't be able to pay my bills. You know what I mean? So, and therefore I love to take care of it. I try to do my best to make sure that it's not going to break down. So I take it to the shop like twice a year to get inspected. If they find anything wrong with it or something is going to be a problem, I try to prevent and we fix it. So I do my best to take care of my equipment. However, when you go to those warehouses to get loaded or unloaded, that's when the shit happens. That's when those forklift drivers don't give a shit. They don't give a shit about your equipment, about your tool. They don't give a shit if your life depends on it. They don't give a shit if your family depends on it. You know what I mean? And you know why they don't give a shit? It's because if they cause damages, there is no consequences. So why they should take care of your equipment? Why they are going to be careful? You know what I mean? There's no consequences if they damage your equipment. But at the end of the day, it's our fault, right? Because we follow their rules, even though those rules are against our own interest. The rules are, no, you are not allowed to go into the warehouse. And that's when the shit happens. Those forklift drivers, they don't give a shit about you $76,000 equipment. Shit, it's more than paying a car, a pickup truck. It's a lot of money, but they don't care. I don't think anyone can get away with damaging a $50,000 car or pickup truck, right? And more, I'm talking about $76,000 equipment. I don't think no one is gonna get away with it. But yet, we get our equipment damaged by those forklift drivers, and they get away with it. Those warehouses, they have no consequences for it. So, sorry guys, I had to take that phone call. So, like I was saying, those forklift drivers, warehouses, they don't care if they damage your equipment, because there is no consequences for them. One thing is because we don't say anything about it, we don't complain, we don't go and make a big deal about it, because at the end of the day, someone has to pay for it. If you want to have your equipment in working conditions, then you have to pay for it. You have to take and fix it. And believe me, it's not cheap. So how maybe we can fix this problem is that if we can go to social media and report it. We can write reviews on those companies. Most likely, if those companies damage your equipment and they didn't take responsibility for it, tomorrow they're gonna do it to my equipment. If they do it to my equipment today, wait until tomorrow. They will do it to you, because since they have no consequences, they are not going to pay for it. So who cares, right? And that's the way we have to look at it. We are letting those people do whatever they want. We are allowing those people to break our equipment without consequences. So the first thing we should do is go to social media and report those warehouses, right? The other thing we should do, and we must do, is go to their insurance and file a claim. Take pictures, get the times and everything else, whatever is necessary, and file a claim. And probably most of you will say, well, it's going nowhere. It doesn't matter. But it's going to be a record there, because their insurance is going to know, even though if they don't end up paying you, but their insurance is going to know someone complained already. And now the next time someone complains again, well, those insurance are going to start investigating, All the warehouses are going to start investigating, because they don't want that in their record. So what's going to happen is, if a lot of people start complaining about those things, most likely those warehouses are going to start training those forklift drivers to do better job, to be careful, to understand that those tools, those equipment are very expensive, and there's our livelihood. That's how we make money to pay our bills, support our families. So now The other thing, and the last thing, what we can do will be to make sure that if we are going to accept that as a part of this business, like, so now your rate is going to go up, because now we are normalizing that if those people are not going to take care of it, somebody has to pay for it. And I don't think it's fair for you to pay for it. You know what I mean? If they are damaging, well, they don't want to acknowledge, they don't want to take responsibility for it. And then your rates are going to go up. Any business will do that. Any business, gains and losses, right? So they have to add an average, and the cost of their service or products is based on those things as well. And I don't think we are thinking about that. I don't think truck drivers are thinking about those things. And that's the reason you can see a bunch of trucks on the road, very unsafe. Their doors are tied up with bungee cords and cracked windows and no mirrors, and they use tape. Imagine they tape their mirrors. That's very unsafe. Their tires are, you can see the wire, the metal wire around. There is no rubber in that tire. It can explode anytime, because truckers are not thinking about those costs. So I don't know if it's because they're ignorance, is because they have no idea that can happen or that is going to happen, and someone has to pay for it. So, and that's the reason at the end of the day, they go bankrupt, their equipment breaks down, and they have no money to fix it. You know what I mean? And what we do, we turn around and blame somebody else, right? Before we get into this business, we must know the pros and cons. And also, you have to know your priorities, right? And then we can decide if this is a good path that you want to take. But you have to research, you have to find out what really goes on in this industry. So that way you will be able to make better judgment on your decisions. You know what I mean? So this seems like a very simple, right? Damages, very simple, but it's not anymore, because it is very expensive. I just pay for the things that I show you in this video, $758. Okay, I pick it up by trailer on April 2nd, right here, April 2nd, for copper welds and probably 50 screws. Anyways, I'm gonna turn this off, at least the volume. So everything is very expensive, very expensive. These guys, just to fix my trailer, they charge $135 an hour. $135 an hour. And what about us? Okay. We take our equipment In most cases, over $200,000 equipment, tractor and reefer. Okay? Our expertise, our time, we have to wait, right? If they made a mistake for whatever reason, the load is not there, the product is not there, they have no people to work, they don't have forklift drivers, whatever happened within those, in the warehouse. So we have to wait for it. Hours and hours and hours. And sometimes we have to sleep over. And guess how much brokers want to pay? $35, right? In some cases, $50. $35. I think that's an average. $35, $25. And they will not pay you more than $200. So even if you have to wait 12 hours, it's a day, they are not going to pay you any more than that. Now, if you have to sleep over, right? They don't pay you more than $250. Now, in some cases, if your reefer is loaded, 40,000 pounds, okay, reefer on, -10, -20, 0 degrees, 33, it doesn't matter, but your reefer is on. And we are okay accepting $35 an hour? Seriously, how do you justify that? Well, I don't want to go off the rails in this video, but just think about it, just think about it. We have to start changing those little things, which appears, seems like it's little things. It's not a big deal. It is. Because little by little, those people who control this industry are testing us how far they can go and how far we can accept. You know what I mean? How far they can put their hands on your neck and start squeezing. When are you going to say stop? They are testing us. Okay? They are testing us. So far, we accept the ELED. So far, we accepted putting cameras on your truck, right? So far, we accepted that if you were making like 70 cents per mile, they lower it to 50 to 45 cents per mile, and you accepted that. When your equipment gets damaged, no one takes responsibility, but you have to fix it. So you are accepting that as a normal thing. All those things are being tested. Brokers are paying the same rate that they were paying 2015, 2016, 2017, right now in 2024. But yet, diesel on those years, 2015, 16, probably was, I don't remember, but I don't think we were paying over $2 per gallon. Right now, the average is $4.55 per gallon. We are accepting that as a normal thing. And most of you guys are, it's the market. Sorry, just the market. There is nothing we can do because the market is dictating. And shut up. And you guys accept as a normal thing. Like I said before, this is my 14th day today that I haven't run yet. Why? Because I cannot compete with you guys. I cannot run for under $3 a mile. See, my expectation is something is going to happen to one of you guys. Your truck is going to break down. You are not going to make it to your appointment. You're going to be late. So the load becomes hot. And that's when the broker is going to call me and say, hey, can you do this load? So now they're going to pay me my rate. Seriously. It sounds crude. It sounds rude, But I'd rather do that than putting my truck out there and hauling loads and damaging this industry. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to help those shippers and brokers to continue with this abuse and exploitation. I can't do that. In good conscience, I can't. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you. If you like my content, please share it, make your comment. Maybe you have better ideas about how can we change this industry for all of us. You know what I mean? So we have to change this industry. We have to. And I'm not gonna get tired of repeating. This is a test. Believe me, guys. They want to see how much they are going to push and how much we are willing to accept it. So, if we continue like this, the time is going to come when all of us are going to end up working for those big corporations, big companies. Okay? For pennies. If we do not stand up now, that's how we're gonna end up. You have to fall in line. If you don't like it, get out. But if this is what we want, then let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep running for almost nothing. Let's keep leasing your equipment. Let's keep leasing and purchasing your equipment. Let's continue work for those companies without insurance, without any benefits. Let's continue doing that. Okay? And then you will see. So, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time. Like I said, if you have any input, please do not hesitate. Just write it. I'm not going to cancel you. I'm not going to delete your message, your comment. Okay? Let's grow this channel, guys. I really want to spread the message, and I know there is a bunch of people, a lot of people that think just like me, you know, that we have to do something about it. And we are not going to wait for politicians or the next government to change for us. They are not going to do it. I'm telling you, they will not do it. They have no motivation. They have no incentive to help us out. Because we are not united. We are not powerful as it is. We are not. The day that we united, the day that we get together, that's when politicians are going to start looking at us for our value. You know what I mean? So thank you guys. Appreciate it. Share it, comment. Let me know what you think. Thank you.